Alright, hello. Welcome to another Fire Emblem Heroes video. In this video, I will be doing a summoning session for Chosen Alphonse. I've got 1100 orbs, free-to-play orbs, and I also have some questions written down. So I'll be answering my own questions about Fire Emblem Heroes and the game as I summon for Chosen Alphonse. So, hopefully I get lucky. I'm a little nervous that I'll not get very many merges, but let's jump into it. Alright, we'll start with the colorless. So my first question I've got for myself, that's a pretty good start. An off-focus Yukimura. Nothing wrong with that. Always good to see a 5-star. Is what are the odds that I could get enough copies of Chosen Alphonse? 3 red orbs here. And I think I was watching some old videos by Elder V on summoning and the odds of it. And in their video, they figure it's about 1700 orbs with no spark to get a fully merged up unit. And then with a spark, it's about 1610. So I figure we also get the book 10 Chosen Alphonse. So I'll basically have 2 guaranteed copies. So I'm thinking it'll be around 1500 orbs on average, or 1460 to get this hero fully merged. So I don't have quite that many orbs. Have maybe a couple hundred extra in the maps left. But other than that, I'll be out of orbs after that. I don't know if the video took into account these focus charges though. Alright, go for this red one. It's Marth. So hopefully we can get lots of 5-stars, mostly Alphonse, and then anytime we get more Yukimura type characters, we will fill up the focus charge and yeah, just have lots of good luck here. Hollywood. It says like the 5-stars are 3% on like a new heroes banner, but I guess it's actually like the 3% for the focus unit divided by the 4 focus units. So it's actually more like a 0.75% chance that you could get the character you're going for. We got Keaton. So the odds are kind of weird, like in that regard, where it says 3%, but it's actually 0.75%. But every time you open up a summoning circle, you are getting kind of 5 potential summons at once. And then you just go for the color you want. So hopefully that made sense. But yeah, I figure it's around 1500 to get this Alphonse fully merged, so we'll see how we do. I guess we'll go for green. Got Raison. And I think like it's much better when you pull, when you redeem your orbs, if you just get like 1 circle. Like I don't want to see 5 red circles and no Alphonse. It's much better for me if I have 5 circles with 1 red, and then if it's an alpha, obviously like, you want to, if you could get a 5 red circles, 5 red summoning stones, and they're all Alphonse, obviously that would be amazing. But if you're getting like 5 red summoning stones, or like 4 red summoning stones, but no Alphonse on there, it is increasing your pity rate, but it's also spending a lot of your orbs. So I think you're better off just, if you are sniping 1 color, it's nice to see just the 1 or 2 circles, and then you can kind of summon on them and get out of there. Because, yeah, the odds of getting, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of how I've been looking at it. I think it's also kind of good on this banner that Lorenz is blue and not red or something, because then I don't have to pull on the blue ones. So it just kind of like lets me know that those ones, if it is a, like, I don't have to worry about those ones. Like, obviously color sharing is really nice if you want both the units, but if you don't want both the units, it's not great to have color sharing. So my next question I'll jump into, I guess, is why am I going for Chosen Alphonse? So I kind of had two main reasons, and I think he's going to help me get an arena crown, potentially. And I'd like to put the crown on Faye's head, you know? Get the little crown by my name and have it on the little owl on the home screen, at least for a week. And I think Chosen Heroes are a pretty good way to do that for me, because I don't have any merged up legendaries or very many high scoring plus 10s like duo units or anything. So the Chosen unit's kind of like, at least for win season, 2 fully merged 5 stars in 1. And I like the idea of him being able to like buff up another like legendary bonus unit or a bonus unit. So yeah, that's kind of the main reason I'm going for him. I think that's the main reason most people are going for him. I also like how high his defense is and attack is, pretty min-maxed, and he has great talent, so I think he'd be really fun to play with the Zanes, like my Halloween Zane and Ancient Zane, because they scale off of their allies' visible stats, and great talent increases visible stats. So that could be pretty cool. Oh, nice. There we go. There's one Alphonse. Perfect. Very good. 8 more to go. If I get one like every 25 summons, that's golden. But probably not gonna have that kind of luck. But you never know. For green. I like to go for green because Lysithea is also a pretty sweet unit to get. And then green has a higher chance of getting a 5-star. And I think if your pity rate's high enough, maybe you want to go for not green. But like getting a 5-star is just always good to increase your focus charges, in my opinion. Not that I've really done these big summoning sessions too much, but and then I guess there's also a kind of a third reason I want to go for this Alphonse. I just have these orbs kind of still saved up from the free-to-play maps, and I thought it'd be it's closing in on a year since I started this account and this YouTube channel, so I thought it'd be kind of nice to just use up the rest of my orbs and kind of go big on a character and not have any orbs left at the end of the year, and then take a look at kind of the barracks that I've been able to build up in the course of a year. All right, yeah, three red ones here. Bantu. Oh, there's an off-focus unit. That's good. I mean, obviously you don't want to see too many off-focus units, but I think it's better to get the off-focus units than to just get a 4-star or a 3-star. That being said, I had kind of another question that I was asking myself, just kind of as a theory. Could you imagine how big of a difference it would make if we could see the rarity of each summoning stone in a circle before we chose which stone to summon on? Like, just imagine if, like, when just like you hit the summon, hit redeem, and then it shows you your 5 colors as well. It shows you what rarity it is, like if it's a 5-star, 4-star, or 3-star. I think that'd be awesome. Like, I don't think they'd ever do that. Like, that would be, they'd probably never do that, but it would be so cool to just be able to pick up 5 stars here and there, build up the focus charges, and if you're doing like a free summon on just one banner, you can maybe get the 5-star. And I mean, you don't know which character it's going to be, but I think that'd be awesome if you could just have a bit more control over the... Oh, nice! Another Alfonse. Sweet. That's awesome. Getting 2 before the spark, it seems like really good luck, so that's awesome. But yeah, just I don't think they'd ever do that, but it would be interesting to have a banner like that where you could see the rarity of each stone. Alright, so we can do the free summon. Definitely going for Alfonse. And I'm pretty sure you can actually get a second spark on this too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it goes to 80. So I can get Lysithia when I hit 80. There's another Hinata. He has Fury fodder, that's always pretty good. So yeah, that'd be pretty... Whoa, another Keaton? 2 Keatons? Alright, I've been getting pretty lucky here with mostly having a red unit or a red circle to summon on. It always feels good when you at least have a chance to get the character you're going for. Laszlo. There's a Paula. Long queue. I guess I'll go to my next question. It's Henry. So, I was thinking about it and just... what would be my favorite things about this game? Like, what are my favorite things about Fire Emblem Heroes? And I came up with some answers already. I got 2, 4, 6, 7 different kind of answers here for my favorite things about this game. First off, I'd say one of my favorite things about Fire Emblem Heroes is it's pretty flexible in how you want to play it. Like, you can go pretty try-hard and try to score really high in Arena, score really high in Aether Raids. Oh, nice. There's another Alfonse. Excellent. Excellent. It's 3 down. But yeah, I just like if you're a casual player, you don't have to worry about plus 10 merging something. And I've been pretty casual this year, but I figured I'd try to score a bit higher in Arena, and Alfonse would be my key to doing so. But yeah, it can also just be a very chill game if you just want to like slowly clear the maps and like collect some of your favorite heroes and make some cool builds. Or even if you don't even want to read the skills, you can just do like auto battle and summon for characters, and it can still be a pretty good time. So I think just like that spectrum of like flexibility of playstyle is pretty cool in this game. I don't know if I've ever seen a game that kind of has such like a diverse player base, I think, in how people want to play the game and engage with it. it's pretty cool. I'd also say just in general, the Fire Emblem Heroes is a pretty good gameplay loop where you do the game modes, get some rewards. When you get enough orbs, you can do some gotcha summons, which I think is a pretty fun mechanic, even if it can be frustrating at times. I think like not knowing who you're gonna have to build around and like is pretty fun. You kind of have to adapt as you go, but you also have some control over who you go for. I also really like just how banners rotate. It can be annoying at times. Like the gameplay loop like can be kind of frustrating, but all in all, I think it's effective in the week, like the different seasons and the hype around a new banner, and it's definitely like a lifestyle game, and you can really have a reason to sign in each day. And I'll talk about that a bit more about that later, though. The signing in every day, but overall, I'd say the gameplay loop for me is quite satisfying, and I like actually playing the maps and solving difficult maps, and then summoning and collecting rewards, and just feeling like you're getting a progression, and kind of scratches a lot of gaming itches at once. The next thing I'd say is I think this game is very cozy. I think like the user interface is very nice. Like it's very colorful. It looks good. It's a well-built game in terms of I don't feel like it crashes too often. You know, don't want to jinx it, but like it seems to be like a durable game in that regard. I like that you can kind of just like chill out and do some auto battling, or you can like actually consciously build teams. Okay, there's another 5-star. Perfect. Citrine. I don't think I have this character. Oh yeah, she's the one that... Maybe I do have her. She grants all the bonuses on her to other allies. That's super cool. Maybe I do have a copy of her, but... Alright, well hopefully we just get lots of red now, and we can get... Because our appearance rate's now 6% for Alfonse, or Ignatz, or Lysithea, or Lorenz, so hopefully we mostly see red here. Alright. It's always a bit... feels kind of like scary summoning on the colors that you don't want the 5-star from. So... Alright, there's 3 red. Come on, let's just get 3 Alphons right here. Darn it. Yeah, I think like the coziness of the game, where it's just kind of like appealing to look at in terms of user interface, and it's fun to navigate around and look at your barracks and see all your different characters, and yeah, it's good in that regard. Next, I'd say like the community of Fire Emblem Heroes is like a really, for the most part, I think it's just a really positive community. They've got some cool external tools, like Arctic Fox has that arena calculator. I don't know if they updated anymore, but Arctic Silver Fox does a really good arena calculator that still can be useful for older units. There's also the unit builder, Fire Emblem Heroes unit builder, which can be really nice for just planning out builds. There's some good wikis that are still updated that have all the information of all the skills. So I think like just the community really does a good job of making the game easier to play. And then on top of that, like there's usually some pretty good Reddit posts. There's lots of good YouTubers. Like I'm trying to, you know, contribute to that, and I think like there's a lot of people that are really thoughtful and put a lot of effort into making the game a fun space for getting hyped about the characters and discussing things and seeing what we like or don't like. And yeah, I think the community, and I also think that it's pretty cool that it's kind of like a international community where you have like people all over the world playing this game. It's not just English speaking, it's like other languages as well. It's like a Japanese game first and foremost, so it's pretty cool that I think that's just kind of interesting. What did we get here? Is this all? Oh yeah. I don't think I got this guy. Man, it's nerve-wracking when you got the maxed out focus charges. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I really hope I don't get Ignatz or Lorenz here. I think colorless is like a less of a chance, and I'd definitely be happier with an Ignatz than a Lorenz, but I guess I'll go for this one. Okay, nice. Not a 5-star. The one time you don't want a 5-star. Yeah, I've played like some other different games like Diablo 4, or sometimes I play those NHL games and like playing Pokemon and Pokemon Unite and TFT, and TFT has a really good community as well. I mean, a lot of these games have a lot of good content creators and people that are involved with it. I just find like Fire Emblem Heroes has a nice community, and that's a reason to keep playing and trying to be part of that community. And then I guess just finding satisfying clears in the game, like clearing tough maps with synergistic builds and skills. That's pretty satisfying. That's something I enjoy about this game. I'm not always in the mood to do something really challenging, but when I am, I find this game can offer that, including like the. Oh man, okay. All right, let's go for this one over here. Andreo. Like the movement of skills in Fire Emblem Heroes is pretty cool. Like it's got like, kind of the chess grid, but you can do some really cool warping and canto and repositioning, and I find like the movement and like dancing and stuff. Like the movement can be pretty satisfying in this game. And then lastly, I'd say like my favorite thing about this game is like it's Fire Emblem's an IP that I had as a was interested in as a kid. Like I remember thinking the Game Boy Fire Emblem Heroes or Fire Emblem games were super cool. So it's neat to see like Joshua and Erica and Ephraim and Ike and Lynn. All these characters kind of get okay. I think I'd be much happier with a Lysithea, so I'll go for green. There's Lysithea. Darn it. Oh well. At least it's a pretty good unit. That's a shame we didn't get an Alfonse there, but it is what it is. At least we got a good unit. Whoa, cool. Take another Lysithea right off the bat. Yeah, just the amount of different characters they have in this game is pretty sweet. I mean, they still don't have some like they don't have like Garcia from Fire Emblem Sacred Stones or like some of those kind of guys, but I'm glad they just added Stefan recently from Path of Radiance. All right, we're gonna grab another Lysithea. Wow, so I've gotten 3 Lysitheas. I think 4 Alphons with the Spark, I think. Or maybe 3 Alphons. Oh, well, we'll just keep going here. So yeah, I'd say that's kind of my favorite things about... Oh, Priam. I think I actually already have 2 of these guys. He's due for a fine this year, though, or coming year, 2026. Wild is 2026 in a month. Oh man, I'm kind of bummed still that that focus charge didn't lead to an Alphonse. Oh well. Just gotta keep going. Oh, there we go. Nice. Excellent. It all works out. So yeah, I think this is going quite well so far. 3 or 4 Alphons. Oh, what? Okay, nice. I actually don't know how many I have now. Maybe I'll go check that out. Okay, 6 Alphons? Oh yeah, because the Spark. So 6 plus the one I have is 7, so I need 4 more. Okay, I think this is possible. Just need to have some average luck, I think. 3, 6, 7, yeah, so I need 4 more. Alright, I'll go to the next question. That was definitely my biggest question, I think. Next, I've got like one of my least favorite things about FEH. So just discussing all the things I like about the game. I'll just quickly talk about the things I don't like. So I would say the main thing I don't like about this game, like the biggest thing that kind of is kind of almost like a moral quandary, is just there's like stories out there of people who've spent way more money on this game than they should have. And obviously, like, it's their choice to spend money, but sometimes the game can be almost designed to be addicting or predatory, where it encourages, like, where you gotta get that one more merge, you gotta get another summon, like, and then you can just buy orbs. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with spending money on this game. Like, I have some other accounts that I've spent, got FEH Pass and stuff, and like, I've always really enjoyed using FEH Pass, and I'm not like a constant subscriber of it. But, I've probably spent like, I've probably gotten it like 10 different times over the course of playing this game. And like, not on this account, but on my other account. And yeah, I just that it can feel bad when you're playing a game that can be dangerous for some people, because like it's tough being alive in today's world. Like, so if you kind of have like a game that's kind of like that becomes not fun and becomes like dangerous for you, where you're spending too much money on it, I think that's something I don't like about this game. Like, that it can be bad for people sometimes. As well, I think sometimes the artwork is pretty cringy. It's almost like hypersexualized with some of the characters, which can be kind of fun, but some of the characters are pretty like young looking, and I don't know. Like, I just think sometimes the artwork's pretty cringy. I could do without some of that, but I guess it's also kind of funny and fun too. And everyone likes something different. But for me, I like the more classic fantasy tropes of just like clerics and knights and people in armor and stuff, versus like people wearing like short skirts and stuff. I don't know. I guess it's a personal preference. Something else I don't really like about this game is kind of when you take a break from the game, it can feel really bad. And I think it's healthy to take breaks from games. Like, I think I took too many this year, and I didn't communicate probably very well to the people who watch my channel. But I do think taking breaks from doing things is good, doing different things, and it's not great when you feel guilty that you didn't play the game for a while because you missed it on rewards or you missed it on a banner. Like, that's just something you can accept, but it's also because the banners rerun, and it's not a big deal if you miss out on a character. But I think that fear of missing out can kind of like make you play the game sometimes when maybe you don't want to. And I don't think that's a great thing. I think the game should just stand on its own merit of being a fun game, which I think Fire Emblem Heroes is just a really fun game. It's just sometimes I do find myself like wanting to play it, not because it's like, oh, I could really like want to solve some maps or build some characters up, or it's more because I'm like feeling obligated to, and that's not a good feeling. Yeah. There's Seth. Classic knight. Nothing there, really. Well, some cool characters, but not who we're looking for. So, my next question that I was thinking about was, what's the worst use of orbs I've had all year? Like what orb? Like, when did I spend orbs where I shouldn't have, or do I regret spending them? And for me, like, I think I was pulling for Freya on the Halloween banner, and I got her decently quickly, like got pretty lucky. But then I was like, you know what, I kind of want to get another Freya for Comet fodder. And then I think that was a good idea, because I like Comet on some of my rearmed heroes. I still have to kind of figure out how to do that. I haven't quite figured out my inheritance train. I've been kind of waiting to use up all my orbs. But when I was going for that second Freya, I also went for bridge fodder for my Uther with Hector in the form of the Halloween Skirmir. So I ended up going for a lot of green orbs because I thought, you know, if I'm going for colorless, I can just go for green at the same time, pick up a Skirmir. He's a 4-star focus. Probably won't take that many orbs. But it ended up taking a lot of orbs. I think I spent probably over like 200 orbs or something on just the green. And like, it was a lot. And then I just kind of got stubborn and just kept going for him. And when I finally got him, it was like, didn't even feel like that great of a payoff. And I mean, that's not like a crazy waste of orbs, I guess, but hopefully this Alfonse doesn't prove to be the biggest waste of orbs, but I don't think it will. But yeah, I think definitely that was the worst summoning session. That, like, just going into it, like, I didn't really have a clear... I was just kind of like, oh yeah, like, this will probably work out. And it just didn't, and I didn't really cut my losses and just kind of kept going. And I did get the Freya and I did get the Skirmir, but yeah, it was like many orbs later. So that being said, I also was thinking about what the best use of orbs I've had all year is. So it's kind of a hard thing to rank, like what's the best characters I summoned. Like, obviously summoning like the duo Freya was awesome because she's just super strong, or like summoning all these Alphons has been pretty sweet so far. Oh, there's a Edward. All right. I think I actually got an Edward, so now I've got 2 Edwards. I remember when he came out in Breath of Life 4 was... Oh, what the heck, another Severa? Alright, that's good, though. Filling up the focus charge again. From 0 to 2 pretty quick there. And Selena, that's kind of a weird... You got Selena and Severa. But I think overall, like, the best use of orbs was going for emblem heroes. Like, I think I prioritized that pretty early in my account, and I use the emblems all the time. Like, I think emblem heroes are pretty... It can be kind of risky going for them on free-to-play because you don't have the spark. But it's worked out pretty good, and I've gotten all of them except for Corrin. And I probably won't have any orbs left at the end of this month to summon for the new one. Because I think there is a new... Oh, wow, 4 red. I think there is a new emblem unit coming out, so... But yeah, I would say that's been the best use of orbs. Just because, like, the emblems are... Even if you just have one copy of them, they're pretty sweet for all the game modes and any character, so... Yeah. Like, someone like Emblem Ike is maybe less good, impactful. Like, still powerful in the right setup, but... should I just go for this green? It's only 3 orbs. Maybe I get a off focus. I'm gonna do it. Just a 3-star. But yeah, so I think if you're a new player, I think emblem heroes can be a pretty good boost to your account. But like, you know, Lin obviously being maybe more impactful than someone like Ike. But I haven't played with Corrin yet. Which leads me to, I guess, my next question, which is, are there any banners that I regret skipping? And when I wasn't playing, I missed Attuned Ryoma and Emblem Corrin and the Brave banner. So I think that was kind of not the greatest timing for taking a break. I didn't really think about it too much, but I just kind of ended up not playing during that period, really. And I guess I didn't intentionally skip those banners. I just kind of wasn't playing. But yeah, those are some pretty good banners there. So I would say that one is one that would have been maybe nice to have a crack at. But hopefully I'll get Emblem Corrin one day. And Attuned Ryoma seems pretty cool. Man, a bit of a dry spell for the Alfonse, it feels like. But maybe that's just because we were so lucky at the start. This isn't a dude? Nice. I think I have an Adune, but I always kind of liked her design. It's pretty cool. Whoa, ended Niemi. She's due for her Refine this year, I think. I think I actually have a Niemi too, though, so kind of just getting some repeats there, but there's a Seth. Whoa, two Seths up in the same circle. Echidna. Yeah, so I think overall, though, I don't really regret any of the banners I skipped. I think I did pretty good getting the Emblem Heroes, getting the Legendary Black Knight, I think was good. I got pretty lucky on that one. I think and then I think I just got most of the characters that I would have wanted over the course of the year, so yeah. All right, my next question would be if I could hypothetically design something for this game, what would I want to add? And I kind of had two things that I thought would be pretty sweet. I mean, there's lots of things that maybe in theory I think would be great, but maybe they'd actually suck for the game. But I think just like another PvE mode, like just player versus AI mode that's like replayable and that grants orbs. Like they probably wouldn't do that, but like even if you could just get like a repeatable way to get orbs, that would be cool. I mean, I think they're probably leery because people can maybe use like an auto clicker or something, but maybe you could design it in a way where that's difficult for people to do. But yeah, just even if you played it for, you know, a half hour and then you get like one orb, I think people would probably play it, especially if it had like a cool scoring system like Summoner Duels or something to kind of keep track of the characters that you're using. So I think I would like to do something like that. I don't really actually have too much thoughts on what that game mode would be like, but I think just some kind of new game mode, like some kind of dungeon crawl, or where you're using your own characters and getting a sweet reward, or some kind of fun leaderboard slash stat tracking thing with meta statistics. The other thing I was thinking would be cool to include in the game would be like some really epic sacred seals, because so many people have extra badges and like sacred coins, like way more than they're ever going to use. And if they would include like a new sacred seal type that maybe gave like a ton of power to like an old unit, like from version 1, but like a lot less power to like a book 9 or 10 unit, I think that'd be really sweet. Like if it had like scaling, like if it had like 10 different abilities, and for each version that you are, like you miss out on the oldest, on the most powerful abilities if you're a new unit, but you get the abilities if you're like a version 1, you get all 10 awesome, oh, nice. Feels like it was forever since the last one. But maybe, yeah, I think we were just kind of lucky at the start. But, cool. I wonder if I should summon for that green one and just see if we get a... It's at 4.5. I'm gonna do it. Aw, I shouldn't have done it. But, yeah. So I think like if it... And I think just like having a way to progress old characters, like it's nice with the dragon flowers, it's nice with having new fodder and new skills, but the new fodder comes at a steep cost. Like you gotta pull for it, and like you might not get the fodder you're looking for. So having a way to like upgrade old characters without having to spend orbs, like in the form of like a sacred seal, I think that would be really well received. I think that'd be cool. And the idea of Sacred Seal just like... Yeah, it's like... I think those are kind of fun, and I think there's like more design space in there for doing something kind of a little more wacky. I mean, at this point, like the descriptions are already so long on the weapons, like I don't think... If it's benefiting only the old characters and not just the new ones with power creep, I think people wouldn't mind if it's a lot of reading and writing. Alright, so I'm through all the questions that I actually had kind of a somewhat of a thoughtful answer for. I've got a few left that are just kind of random questions about Fire Emblem Heroes, so we still got 400 orbs left here. I need 3 more Alphons. I think it could happen. But yeah, I guess Binding Worlds starts today. So I'm thinking about who I want to try to pick up, because I still actually have my... I've been so indecisive and I haven't done my bond from... that we got for free, like, at the anniversary. So I think I'm going to use it this time. I'm kind of looking for a Legendary Yuri or a Legendary Chrom. I think those units are both pretty cool, and I'd like to pick up one of those that's really decked out. Especially like Chrom. I always really liked his artwork. He's obviously not like gonna be that strong, but I think just having like an older unit with a ton of dragon flowers on them from the bond could be good too. And yeah, so that's kind of who I'm looking for. I was thinking I'll probably make a video on this on who I end up offering from my side. I don't really have a lot of the versions. I don't have very many legendary units, but I do have legendary female Shez. I was watching Phaeology, made a really good video on just kind of how to maximize value from these otherworldly bonds. So I'm thinking like some people might be looking for legendary female Shez, so I might build up her with like Comet and maybe Lagoo's Loyalty. Unfortunately, I don't have like fodder for active lookout or any of those lookout skills. I could like maybe fodder my Yunaka, but I don't really want to do that. So I think I might put female Shez up, but I'm going to make a video on who I actually do end up deciding to put as my character. Binding Worlds is cool. I hope they give us more of those bonds to pick up. It's very fun game mode to play through, and to see all the different builds people come up with, and to actually get to keep one. So I'm pretty stoked to actually use my bond this time. Oh, nice. There's another Alphonse. Excellent. I think I need 2 more, I think. So yeah, I had like my Zane up last time, and I think some people picked him up, and I hope that it worked out good for them. I still really like using my Zane. Like, Ice Wall kind of got power crept by Comet, and he didn't have like a good times pulse. He just had like the bare bones times pulse. But I think like I don't know if I want to put up Zane again because I'm not sure if I want to inherit Comet to him because Ice Wall's still workable on him because you can get like a pretty high res with the right team, and if you use him with like someone that gives the Ice Wall allows it to trigger twice in combat, it's pretty good. So I don't know if I'm going to put my Zane up. If someone like really wants it and they see this video and they actually watch through this and then they think I really want a Zane, then I will put it up. But yeah, I'm going to make a whole Binding Worlds probably little video. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully this has been a enjoyable summoning session. I felt like I've gotten really lucky so far, and I'm excited to try out this Chosen Hero mechanic with some merges on it. So hopefully I can get a couple more with the last stretch here. Go for colorless, I guess. There's a Sacred Stones character. So I also just had a question for myself, just which well, it's not really a question, it was more just like oh nice, an Alfonse. Heck yeah. I'm gonna go count them again to see. I think I still need 1 or 2 more. I think I need 1 more. But just in case, I don't want to keep going on this if I don't need to. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I've got 1 there. So yeah, that's 10. Need 1 more. Alright, I think this could happen. But yeah, just thinking about the different movement types like cavalry, flyers, infantry, and armor. I think flyer might be the strongest. Obviously, it's like depends on the unit, but just being able to go over, it's pretty easy to get the +1 movement now, and I just think covering 3 squares and going over any terrain is awesome. Like, that being said, though, cavalry also having the extra movement, pretty great. And then considering everything else, like I think infantry's also has the best skill pool for sure. Armors have been kind of like, I feel like they need another thing for armors because like being a save unit is super cool. But sometimes I don't know. Like I wonder if there's some more design space in there for doing something interesting with armors. Because oh, what the heck? Sharina? That's a good pull. I don't have this character. That's awesome. Alright. It also maxes out the focus charges, so that was good. This will go green. If it's Lysithia, it's Lysithia. It's not. But yeah, I think armors could use a bit more. Like they have the biggest stats, but stats have become kind of like not as key for like a long time. So I think armors being at 1 movement and a much more limited pool of skills. I mean, yeah, having the saves obviously really great, but I wonder if they'll figure out something else to do with armors. That is pretty cool. Next question I've got is, who are some of my favorite Grail Shop units? Like, obviously, like, Grimmel just came out, and he's a really powerful unit. Like, I've really enjoyed using that character. I think, I'm not a huge fan of the character, but, like, I'm a big fan of his skills in the game. The chip damage, I think chip damage is just really fun to play with, and his is very easy to activate, and he does quite a bit of it. So you can get, and then the true damage, drive true damage is just super good, and yeah, very cool unit. I also really like Ancient Zane. Having Zane as an option for anyone at any time, pretty cool. I think it's very fun to play with getting high stats on a character and copying them. So I got to give a shout out to Ancient Zane. And I like some of the old Sacred Stones units, like Joshua and Marissa. I feel like I haven't pulled for them because I just don't know if I want to build them up, because they're just kind of like pretty generic sword units. Joshua is kind of an interesting, like, +5 res from his weapon, but I'll probably get them eventually, but just to have a copy of them. But same with like Black Knight, I did end up getting a copy of him. But just these old characters from the games are like, oh, what the heck? Gotta go manage my barracks here. Guess we have been doing a lot of summoning. So, yeah. Sort this later. Pretty sure I have a copy of all these guys, but I think the Marth and Roy are up there because they have a higher hero merit. Yeah, it's going to be kind of messy. 51 more. Do I get it in 51? I don't want to assume anything. Do. I don't even know if I have I think I have enough for 50. Maybe I don't have more summons. Let's see. Alright, that's like almost 70 summons. I think that'll be what I have here with 271. So we're still going for this fully focused charge. Maybe it's right here. It's not. Welcome to the crew. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. Ska Hawk? Corin. Yeah, I also really like Ashnard in the Grail units. Same with George. I think they have some pretty cool refines. Yeah, Ashnard, I like his design too. He's a pretty intimidating villain from his base game, Path of Radiance. Okay, come on, don't be Lysithia. Okay, nice. All right, three tries here. I mean, again, it's like I'd rather just have the one try if it's going to be an you know, if none of them are going to be Alphonse. Saves you 8 orbs. Darn. What's in these 5? 3 more red ones again. Oh, yeah! Yeah, nice! Nice. Okay, I don't know, is it worth pulling one for just pulling on these last 2? I guess he has some pretty good fodder. Nice. Yeah. Or do I save the 8 orbs? I mean, I think I go for it. 7.5. I'm not really sure I want it. I kind of like Dignuts. Oh, what the heck? Now the floodgate's kind of open here. This is pretty insane. I mean, I kind of liked Ignatz in Three Houses. I didn't play through the whole game, but what I did play, I think I played through each of the houses to a certain point, and he was one of my favorite characters in Claude's house. But I don't know, 7 orbs. I think I'll just 7 orbs. I think I'll save my orbs there. All right, that's awesome. I'm stoked I got all the Alphonse that I needed. Let's merge them up. So wait, here they are. I think I want defense as his IV. Yeah, well, that's the one. I guess is he a tank or a nuke, or maybe he's like support? I don't know. Kind of does a bit of everything. Yeah, I think defense is what I want for an IV. Attacks obviously also good, and res. But I'm just thinking for using him with my Zanes, I kind of want to try out the max defense res build. Maybe I should think about this a bit more. You know what? I'll do like a showcase of this guy later. I think I won't rush into merging him up, but yeah, that's summoning session. So got some pretty amazing luck, I think, all things considered. Got the 10 Alphonse there, and I think because I changed his oh yeah, there's the other one. So yeah, wow. Got an Alm, Edward. I don't actually know what she does. Probably like a classic kind of God Sword type thing. Got godlike reflexes. Buffer. Got 3 Lysithea, Citrine, Sharina. Yeah, that was a really good summoning session. And it came in about an hour. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll be back with another video soon with showing the chosen Alphonse, and maybe doing some arena matches for tomorrow, as well as I will probably do a video on Binding Worlds and my character who I end up deciding to build up for that. But yeah, if you happen to watch this video and you really want a certain Binding Worlds character for my barracks, I don't know. You don't really know who I have, I guess, but like, just let me know. And even if one person wants it, like I'll put that up and try to build it a little bit, assuming I have the right fodder. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this was entertaining. I definitely feel I feel really lucky. I feel like this was a great summoning session here. So nice to get some good luck, and yeah, hopefully on your summons for the Christmas banner or New Year's banner or the harmonized CYL or this one, there's a lot going on in the game right now. Hopefully your summons are also going well. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye.